Today na trouble I can't find and una go vex tire. Why Will Smith deserves to be sanctioned? I know say una no go gree and we go fight tire. Why Will Smith deserves to be sanctioned? Let me post this on. Let me post the topic uh, on Facebook too. Welcome TikTokers, my TikTok family. How are you guys doing? I'm not going to stay too long. I should be done in 20 minutes. I'm actually exhausted. Hello, Olabad. Hello, all of you. Someone said, I thought we're talking about women and money. I think we could do that tomorrow. We'll talk about women and money tomorrow. So, let's discuss this. First of all, I saw Linda Ikeji's post. Linda Ikeji said, let me look for it. Will Smith, Chris Rock. All right. Will Smith punching Chris Rock was completely beneath him, according to Linda Ikeji. The media personality greatly condemned Will's actions and described it as being completely beneath the popular actor. I agree with that 150%. Now, another story came to the fore, and this time is from BBC News. Oscar condemns Will Smith's slap and launches review. The Oscar Film Academy has condemned Will Smith for slapping Chris Rock at Sunday's ceremony and has launched a formal review of the event. A statement said it will explore further action and consequences in according with California law and the body's standard of conduct. Smith slapped Rock in the face after the comic made a joke about the actor's wife, that's Jada Pinkett Smith. Moments later, Smith won his first ever Oscar for Best Actor in King Richard. You see, here's my take on it. Growing up, I'm a Will Smith kid. More like, let me put this, I'm a Fresh Prince kid, because when I was growing up, Will Smith was known as the Fresh Prince. He was a rapper known as the Fresh Prince, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, the sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Will Smith was someone that I looked up to, admired, loved, respected until Jada. You see, for this life, you get the kind of woman, you see, you go there inside something, you no go see outside. I don't know how to put it. Have you ever noticed that when you are watching a match, you always know what the footballer should do more than the people on the field? Give him the ball. You always be able to say he can cross here. But you see, when you are playing the match, there are some things you will not be able to see. I'll give you another example. I remember watching Formula One in Turkey, Istanbul, in 2010. And I was on the phone with my son, who was watching from home. He was watching on DSTV at home. I was at the venue. Now, because the Formula One track is so big, I was at a very vantage point. I could see the takeoffs and I could see the finishing. I was at the flag. So I was seeing, as if they say somebody's crossing the line, I was seeing it. But you see, I was not seeing the entire pitch. Now, those at home had cameras everywhere. I was on the phone with my son And he said, Daddy, they just had an accident. I was at the venue. I couldn't see the accident because the accident was, I think, around the chicane, and from where we were sitting, you couldn't see the chicane. It took me almost a minute later to see Mark Webber then and Sebastian Vettel limp into pit. I could see the pit, and I could see them coming into pit limping with their cars. But guess what? He was in Nigeria and he saw it the second it happened, because they are watching many cameras, and if something goes up, they just pan to that camera straight. We are watching live. There's a TV somewhere in the corner there that we all ran to go and see the playback. But guess what? Where we were sitting, it took us a minute. If I was not talking to my son on the phone, it would have taken me 30 seconds to 1 minute to realize that there was an accident. Meanwhile, my son saw it within a few seconds. So sometimes, even when you are in something, you don't get to see it like people who are far off, but have a bird's eye view. Thank you, Buki Shote. Same with someone watching a football match at the stadium, or same with someone watching Davido's concert. For instance, we were in the VIP boxes. We're watching from above. We could see Davido small there. When I watched the concert from home, Davido was normal size because the cameras were there following him around. So what am I trying to say in essence? You see, sometimes Will Smith doesn't realize what he's in, but we with the outside, they look him. It's the kind of marriage I would never want anybody I know to be in. I've been in a bad marriage. But you see, I didn't have to stand up and defend my ex the way Will Smith did. I would never have done that. You see, Jada would not have done that for Will Smith. Jada literally threw this guy. That's when I lost all respect for Jada for Will Smith. Jada threw Will Smith under the bus. First of all, you had an incident with August Alsina. Okay, you guys were on a break. You see, all these Oyinbo people's on a break, you know. And then someone said the guy is totally frustrated. I swear to you, it's frustration. You guys were on a break. Okay, even though I don't understand all this on a break in a marriage, you have not separated, you have not divorced, you're on a break, and then she goes to sleep with a loud-mouthed August that goes around using it. You see, let me tell you, yeah, e get person wey go sleep with my wife, I go leave the wife for am. Make it be say I don't give am the wife. Than saying sleep with the wife, finish the wife dey my house. It's the guy will continue using it to taunt you, especially when you are in the same industry. Now, Will Smith is not a man's man. He's a beta male. He's not an alpha male. He's not a man in charge. I personally, with what Jada has done, I would go on my social media and call him out in a very clever way. You see, Will Smith has a lot of love. So I will have just gone the emotional route. You know what Jada is going through, blah, 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 blah. You know, did this, that. How dare you? He will have won, as in that way, Chris Rock will have had to tender a public apology. But you going to slap him? Let me ask you. So if it was a female comedian, let's change the demography. Let's imagine it was a white female comedian that made that remark about Jada. I've watched, what's that girl's name? Rose, or what's her name? When P. Diddy was going through issues and she was hosting the Grammys, I think, and P. Diddy came in. She used P. Diddy to crack joke until P. Diddy come out. So if it was a white female Would you have gone to slap? Let's talk about that. If it were a white male, someone said a woman would not try it. Are you joking? Let me tell you, see, the problem with us is there's nothing Chris Rock did that was wrong. Chris Rock is in his element. You see, you guys have to start separating. My problem with Nigerians is we think with our emotions. We cannot separate a job from a person. Someone said a female won't discuss that. You can't say that. You can't say what somebody will discuss. You can't. A comedian. Do you know what comedians have done? They've dragged Donald Trump. That means Donald Trump should just be going from house to house, slapping everybody. What Chris did was he joked about a sensitive issue. There are sensitive issues: race, health, gender. All these things are sensitive, and there are ways you can address them. But you see, there's also room for satire in comedy. There's a big space for what you call satire. As a comedian, you have the right to your art. And sometimes your art includes making fun of people. Now, Chris Rock was hired for that event. They before the Oscars choose you, do you know what it is to host the Oscars? It's the pinnacle of a comedian's career. How many comedians get to host Oscars? As in, Chris Rock was at his peak. Daniel Scott says, you dey talk about another country wey no concern you. You know, Daniel Scott, no be your fault. Your man look everywhere. Get belle for he goat. Born didirin. Don't dato. Alai lokbolo. Amokumeko. Tieti baje. Jem block yala yae. Back to what I was saying. That one just needed to go. So, you see, and I'm even coming to Ubi. Ubi is my guy. And like I always say, what Ubi did is what Will Smith should have done. Call him out. He had the right. Will Smith now had the right to call him out even on his professional and put his professional. Yes, you have a right to joke about my wife, but she's going through alopecia. She didn't just cut her hair because she wanted to cut her hair. She cut her hair because she's losing her hair. Do you understand? And he could have worded it from a very passionate point of view, and the whole world would just turn on Chris Rock. That's what Ubi did. Now, although Bobby has every right to crack a joke about anything, that's his job. He's a comedian. But you see, sometimes exercising your right can hurt somebody. And when things like that happen, there's nothing wrong in you going about it a civil way, calling the person out. I don't appreciate the joke you did. This joke, do you know there are some jokes that can make people have mental health issues? So when you go down that route of, mental health issues, family issues, health issues, race or gender issues, you will be appealing to an audience's sentiments, which is what's his name should have done. It's what Ubi did. It's what Will Smith should have done. Chris Rock was in no wrong. It was I would say, a tasteless joke. He wasn't legally wrong as a comedian. You can't sue him. But you see, what you can do is you can appeal to the emotions of people, and that will create a backlash for him and his career. You can go through it the back door. It's not, you can't sue him. You can't sue a comedian for a statement he made while cracking a joke and people laughed. As long as people laughed, he was doing his job. He was hired to do just that. Someone said Will Smith apology. Apology is not enough. Apology is not enough. He should be sanctioned, and that Oscar should be taken away from him. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. A black man going to slap another black man on stage. Oh, you people go dey laugh us now. Una get opportunity to win Oscar. Una get opportunity to host Oscar. Una come dey beat una self. Chris Rock also, now Chris Rock has a point. He didn't know. Now, this is how in a civilized society, this is how this should have panned out. Well, they were in a civilized society. If they went about it in a civilized way, this is how it should have panned out. Chris Rock cracks a joke about Jada Pinkett that is tasteless. We all agree that that joke was tasteless. Will Smith calls him out from an emotional point of view, talks about alopecia, talks about what he and Jada have gone through, that this was an unfair, without, dear Chris, those kind, now so that they write this kind of thing, dear Chris, you might not be aware, but my wife is going through this, that. And your joke has caused us mental health issues. As we are talking to you now, all he needs to do is go and stand in psychiatric ward or something that to do with hospital and take picture there and say, this is what she's really been. The whole of America will flip on Chris Rock. The whole, as in, that's how you play. If you want to play the sentiments card, everybody will turn on him. How dare you, blah, 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 blah. Now, Chris Rock didn't know that she had alopecia, or at least he claims he didn't know. He is now going to come and offer an unreserved apology. 2 weeks later, the two black men are shaking hands. One just hosted the Oscars, the other just won an Oscar. Everything solved. But he had to act like a tout. I would have expected what he did if na 50 cents duam, I for expect him. It shows a man who is at war with himself. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Will Smith is a man at war with himself. Even Bianca. Na sit down, she sit down, they carry wahala come give me time, she give slap. She don't go slap person. Now sit down, you see, to say if Will Smith has sat down and Chris Rock came to meet them where they were sitting down and was cracking jokes about, and he slapped him there, it would have been a different, because that's now provocation. But that you got up and you walked up a stage, it's no longer, you don't come out for provocation. It's not an instant reaction anymore. It's a premeditated. You don't think and say, I want to go slap this person. You climb the stage, waka waka waka, go meet him, slap him. This is behaviors what we expect from Tupac or 50 cents. Will Smith just showcased what it is like to be a frustrated black male who hasn't healed emotionally from his emotional trauma from this same Jada. It's bad enough. Okay, they were on a break. Jada and August, they were on a break. It happened. Did Jada need to talk about it on her show? August was threatened. She could have released a statement. You see, Jada milked it. I'm a social media person. I know what it's like to milk something. Something's happening to you in your life, and you are going to use it to make money on social media, or you are going to use it to chase clout, or you are going to use it to bring people to you. Do you know? It's totally different when you release a statement. Okay, August Alsina is threatening you. This what happened, this what happened, this. I don't want to talk about it. This what happened, and leave it. That's the mature thing to do. You respect your husband. But then going to talk about it, then they're making memes about it. I had an episode with August, and they now, some people are now putting beats for them. It was the height of ridiculousness. And what did that do? It did a lot for Jada. As far as I'm concerned, Jada is a third, a D, how they call it, D-list, if not E-list celeb. Jada is Jada because of Will Smith. Will Smith is an A-list actor, cemented further with an Oscar win. He's an A-list celebrity. Jada is a D, if not G-list. Jada is Jada because of Will Smith. This is not a Beyonce Jay-Z relationship. Jay-Z is Jigga because he's Jigga. Beyonce is B because she is Beyonce. Together, they are Jigga and Beyonce, power couple. Jada and Will Smith are not a power couple. Kim and Kanye were a power couple before they went their separate ways. Kanye was Kanye, Kim was Kim. Powerhouses. Together, they made a power couple. Jada and Will Smith are not a power couple. Will Smith is an A-list actor. Jada is rubbing up, and he doesn't get it. That's my sad thing. You are getting up to the wood. Let's imagine Will Smith was the one going through alopecia. Would Jada have climbed the stage to go and slap Chris Rock? And guess what? As a woman, you can get away with it because women are allowed to be more emotional than men. Do you think Jada will have gotten up on that stage and gone to slap? You see, when you see Jada, I'm not in their marriage. I'm not there with them. But I can see Jada as herself. She doesn't really, he's the loved up one. She is, Will Smith fell in love. Jada is standing and sitting in love. He did not fall inside anything. Only him and fall down, they roll for ground in love. Why would I take a bullet for someone who won't take a bullet for me? Now, their son, Jaden, now went out and said, that's how we do it. Oh, Jaden is 100% correct. I'll stand up and go and slap somebody for my mother. Oh, yes, that's my mother. Woman, we born me. And anybody will slap person for my mama, I will get, what's it called for? I will stand up and slap somebody for taste buds. But the day taste buds does to me what Jada did to Will Smith, I will not stand up for her. That's how we sit down. I will say, sorry, baby. Don't be angry. It's okay. Don't mind the guy is a fool. Doesn't know that alopecia is, don't mind him. Or the lone warrior. Sorry, my love. Sorry. Not be every woman that they stand up, go give person slap for. Now, very rare women. God forgive me. You think it was my ex? I will get up and go, my ex will they pray for my downfall. Sorry, my ex will they walk towards my downfall. If na me they slap, she go do like this. Okay, they don't give up. And if na me too, I say, correct, Ashiri. Oh, they tell ourselves true. No be Jada that they go slap person for. Now, make it again, mumu. All your life you've worked to get an Oscar. The day they want to give you the Oscar, who says Jada will still not leave you? If Jada does not leave Will Smith in the next 5 years, let's even put a wager on it. So you go collect, if they seize that award from you, I don't blame them because you don't get sense. You go act violence. On top woman, we don't collect something we big past your own, August Alsina. Where everybody knows, say, in Zazu, now like cassava of 1 year inside underground. Ah. I'll take a bullet for taste buds. My current wife, I'll take a bullet for her because I know she will also take a bullet for me. Jada will not take a bullet for Will Smith. Jada will not. Why are you taking a bullet for somebody who will not take a bullet for you? Are you the king of bullet takers? He looked so as in will. He looked as in was. I was embarrassed for him. What nonsense! He disgraced himself. Chris Rock was shocked at it. Now Chris Rock, where everybody's supposed to blame now, is now looking like a hero. Someone says she's still mourning her hair loss. That's her business now. Now you go first lose hair. Let me tell you, alopecia is worse for a man than a woman. Women have wigs. How many women have hair? Let's tell ourselves the truth. Please, please, please. Let's even start. How many women have hair? How many of you have hair? All of you that your front hair has fallen off because of wig, of weave-on or braids. How many of you women have hair? 20% of women have hair. The rest of them, their head is like coconut. What's the big deal there? Buy wig. Can Jada not afford to buy the best wigs? Even women that have hair still they wear wig on top. Please let's be very serious about this thing. This thing don't they turn ororion, don't they turn to smelling talk. How many women in Nigeria today? Women you go see as they gum their hair for the front of their head. If now Will Smith no get hair, last me now, see my hair, all this hair is falling off. There's nothing I can do about it because I'm not going to go and wear a wig. If Taste Buds loses all her hair, yes, it's a sensitive thing, but it's not that big deal. I'll just buy her a few more wigs. Or she buys herself wigs. Let's be serious. Woman with their eyebrow na threading needle. I'm waiting the nonsense what they call. Their eyelashes na fake. Their hair na fake. They can't they cry say they no get hair. If you get hair, what you want to use and do? You know even happy say you no get hair so that you could just feel wear the wig straight on scalp. You're not mourning your womb or your ovaries. You're not mourning his hair. Nneka Spiff say Chris a master of self-control for slap and back. Will Smith na trained boxer. You know he trained for Alio. Will Smith go beat Chris Rock. And then it will now be two black men disgracing themselves at the Oscar. So the best thing he did was he did not collect beating, he just collected only slap. It shattered his ego, and I'm sure he'll feel very bad about it. And I'm sure some people will troll him for it. So you can't say alopecia is not a big deal. It's a big deal. It's just that somebody didn't die. So when I hear things like she's mourning her hair loss to the point where her husband, who they don't ampute, let me tell you, Will Smith, na classic case of man where they don't ampute. When they say they have amputated a man, na him be Will Smith. Instead of make you go house, rob your wife, say, baby, sorry. Go house, go call CM Hair by Mills. I'll be waiting the day, all those people they sell hair for Instagram. Just call CM Hair by Mills. Auntie CM, please send me 2 lace frontal, bone straight for my wife. How much is the bill? Say 1.2 million. No problem. That's what you do in that kind of situation. Baby, don't be angry. You now, they cry, as in you are crying more than the bereaved. She lost her hair, she's mourning her hair. As in, una they talk some kind of things we una supposed collect on top. She's mourning her hair. As in, when people get mumu things where they worry them. Me, as I did like this, am I not supposed to be mourning my if you had seen my hair as a child? I was born with natural curly hair. If I pour water on my hair like this, it go turn Jerry Coil. Just make I just pour on water. All the hair don't go from all the hair. I'm not mourning it. Do you know how many people have yapped me and say, you this balding man? If I show you the back of my head, you will see the balding patch. And then I'm not mourning my hair as a man where there's nothing I can do. You baby woman, where option full everywhere for you. You are now crying like. Or more people they get too much emotion. That's why I can't raise my children abroad. I can't raise my children to just have so much. That kind of thing, a Kong that they give my picking. Waiting they do. I lost my head. Will you get out? Go and buy hair. Lizzie Lioness said American people mourn everything. My neighbor was mourning her plants that died last week. She cried herself to bed. Shey they see. As in, that kind of thing, a slap that they take collect them from picking. My mama go. As in, even if you lose your plant, those days you lose thing, your mama will ask you what happened. Your mama will say, what's wrong? Nothing. Are you not crying? No. No be katabi that for your nose. I have cough. You go to defend because you know say straight slap go meet you. They go bianca you. They go bianca you. Sometimes, growing up, something go do you, you go begin cry. Your mama go ask you, say, waiting they do you. And say, mama go tell me, say, I see that you don't have a reason to cry, and I see that you need one. Should I help you out? That cry where you won't cry, mama go give you the reason. Only you go cry tire. I just rapture one mumu just now. So sometimes I know abroad helps children to be more confident, and Nigeria they take away your confidence. At the end of the day, you end up lacking all confidence. But abroad too, they give you some kind of mumu emotion. Some kind of mumu emotion. And that is what Zelensky worked on. Zelensky just came, came to cry. Papa, you won't go fight person way big past you. He tell you say he won't beat you. Instead of make you leave your country, wrong go. You say you go stand and fight. Stand and fight who? Russia will big past America. Now you won't stand fight. You don't end up killing your people and destroying your country for nothing. You think NATO will join you and fight? If NATO tell you, say they go join you fight Russia, you still supposed to think, say they just push you. They set you up. They just push you from come on shock for your leg. Only you come the road, they go meet your trouble. It's the equivalent. Oh, Russia is going to do this. Russia is going to do this. Russia is going to do this. You two waiting, they do you where you take, they allow NATO to come, they put weapons for your country where you know say Putin no well. You think everybody's just going to sit down and then the West is going to corner them in? Putin no go gree you. And let me tell you, Putin know they read social media. If you think Europe is suffering now because of the war, you've not seen anything. No, make this war no last reach winter when the cold comes and your gas and heating is from Russia. That's when we know that. Oyinbo people go begin the waka with leg, go look for Zelensky beat. They look for him. Anywhere they catch him, they go mend down. You go collect. By the time cold catch you and you're picking for 3 days, you go begin to understand, say, Abi Zelensky ya wireni. Let me tell you, they say Putin is strong-head, Putin is wicked, Putin is a bully. Let me tell you, Putin is a world power. You can't just mess with a world power and expect another world power to come and put mouth inside. Do you know how big Russia is, how powerful they are? They supply the West so much, and They're a powerhouse on their own. When you hear AK-47, what do you think AK-47? It's a gun manufactured in Russia. No being your police, they hold. Zelensky can't show in. You know what's in pain me? No be Chris Rock suppose host Oscar na Zelensky because na comedian. Zelensky wake up today. He talk like who slap bend him mouth. He talk today say is Russia the owner of NATO? Because NATO is afraid to put mouth because of Russia. See this mumu. Because NATO tell you say they go join you. You said don't run, go there, go cause trouble. You never said that kind of thing before. You don't do me before. That's why I sit down for one meeting for Cool FM. If everybody those days, we say we go fight for our salary. Homo, now matter start, now only me stand up, now I begin they fight. I just look everybody around, everybody quiet, they look me like this. It can't turn matter of me and management. Everybody when they hear me for back, say, Papa, we will go there, wants to talk like this, man, we'll talk like this, we'll talk like this, we'll talk like this. They go increase our salary. I say, hey, let's go. On my scatter everywhere finish, quiet. Management, they look me like this. So, now you want salary increase. I look everybody quiet. They bend down, they look. Since that day, a person tell me, say, my long, why do I dey behind your back? I go say, no, you go for front. Or let's walk together side by side. As I stand up, if I see nobody else stand up in me, I sit down my own. JJ. No need. No need. So those overly emotional, nobody, you see, I'm Romania. Romania shares border with Ukraine. We know the politics and the history of Europe, and we also know what the West is doing. We are not dumb. We are not reading it inside a blog for Nigeria. Waiting. Every day that they bomb Ukraine, they don't bomb Nigeria today. We there at war. Why are we worrying over other people's problems when we have worse problems here? Let Europeans sort themselves out. Inside the bomb, whether they bomb Ukraine, they still get light. They never bomb us finish. We never get light. Right now, today, for my house, light go reach 20 times in 1 hour. If they go, they come. If they go, they come. If they go, they come. And we are not at war. Please, we'll leave matter for Nigerian people today. Cry, oh, Putin, he's so bad. Oh, look at what he's doing to poor little Zelensky. Waiting. Not be Zelensky nowhere and go look for trouble. Trouble can't they bite and everybody can't they cry for him. When they go put hand for lion eye, when I know one now. Please. So Oyibo people can be so emotional. Now I understand the son. Will Smith's son has no wrong. Person slapping mama. I be person cursing mama. Person stand up for him mama. That person are a hero. But you will stand up for the mama. Now you not get sense. I don't know. Tate say Will Smith not get sense. He get talent. Now talent he get. He not get sense. Sense far from him. Congo they cry like wee. My wife does not have hair again. He win. Chris Rock. If I collect slap, Tawai. He win. Oh, I need it. Did they ring that up? Win. Go to Benuje. What nonsense. You're a man. Get it together. Handle situations like men do. Now Qatar may make it come off on your nose. Make people for Oscar, they give them tissue. Say, hey, wipe your nose. Rock. God will punish you for what you did for Jenna. Hey, Will, sorry. Then Jada go do one place. I'm mourning my hair. Origo going to Daru. Then the part where come pay me, we say, then they yap damn joke. Just Will Smith be like those people where they tell joke for Friday. They laugh for next week Monday. They crack him up. They laugh. He just look Jada. Now say he laugh. Oh, baby, they abuse your hairlessness. He go collect. Come Maka go there. I even think say he won't go collect award or something. If he had gone on that stage and collected the mic from Chris Rock and said, Chris, you need to give my wife an apology. Do you know she has alopecia? That's not right. You're making fun of her. It would have been wrong, but then it would have been like a joke. And then Chris Rock would have been put on the spot. He just go there, I abuse my wife. That one too. They say I don't have hair. They are calling me G.I. Jane. I trust my mumu husband. Go break their teeth. Just they watch. Nonsense. And ingredients. Mumu they laugh, can't see wife, a master. The person where armpit am. You don't know so when they armpit you, Will Smith now Will Smith be this. Now so Jada Olam. They armpit the guy. So where Will Smith they laugh. Now so you know Will Smith sit down beside Jada. So Will Smith look Jada and realize say, oh my God. Muti mess up. Meanwhile, now so Jada they look him for where she keep him for armpit. Where you they laugh? TNT budget. You they laugh? Then from that armpit, now Will Smith can finally look up. Master, I swear I no laugh. Oh. In fact, I go kill her today. Now imagine, you know, see the problem is, you know, even waka like man, he waka like picking with a collecting toy. He just the match they go, he wakam. The person where remind me of now one auntie where they fly like flamingo like this, go collect slap. Now so she fly like this. Now so Will Smith to fly. The only difference is auntie fly go collect, Will Smith fly go give. And he went there and he swore, don't take it. I'm Pitman. Along with you, Niger. Prayer for all men here. They will not armpit you. Say amen. And all of you women that are looking up to Jada as role model, God will not let you see husband. All women that are using Jada as role model, God will not let you see husband that you will armpit. May they collect Oscar from your hand, mumu. Armpit man. Person where they don't armpit in sense, don't lost sins. I beg. All you women, looking up to Jada. Oh yeah, that's the kind of man I want. Along Nigerian man. Man to my. Where you will not see a man. Who do you want to kill? So let's even talk about this. So Donald Trump, where they curse every day. That means every day Donald Trump supposed to slap people. Abi Buhari, Abi na Tinubu. The cost where they don't cost Tinubu in the last 1 month, it reach make Tinubu stand for Surulere with cane for money, begin they flog people for their house. Buhari, they're supposed to postpone next year election because of the amount of people Buhari need to personally flog and slap for nonsense where they talk. Will Smith is a poor representation of the black community. We black men are not armpit men. You know they armpit us. Please. You know they armpit us. Someone said good women deserve to be well protected. Jada no follow. The only way you can protect her is get her a wig. If she was wearing a wig, nobody would know she had alopecia. Why was she wearing a wig? If you don't get wig, she don't get face cap. Make she tie scarf now from ninja. Or make she wear hood. What protection did she need? Cold, they catch her head. You get alopecia. You can't come out your head like this so that everybody go feel mourn with you. Nobody they mourn anything with you. Go buy human hair. Women will not get alopecia. Human hair na food their head. That human hair now for you, they make them. Which kind of mumu love? Olorun ma jare love oshi. Love oran. Now so my papa go school for Europe, come back. He dey boss with my papa second wife, my grandpa second wife. Nine boss they go. But you know, for Europe, if you enter bus, you are sitting down. A pregnant woman gets in, you have to get up. A woman gets in, you have to get up. An old elderly person or a child gets in, you have to get up. Now so my pass it down for Moluel with papa second wife. There they go. 9 woman enter bus. Now my pass stand up for him. He thinks he's still the Europe. Make she sit down. In stepmother, cause until they reach house. You will in here. Now they think, oh yeah, we in. You sit down, you get up. You see, some things they respect, but also we are African men. They know they armpit us. No, stop that Oyinbo mentality. They know they armpit us. I'm not saying what we are doing. We overdo it to women. Our own don't enter wickedness. Their own don't enter armpit. Make man come out for armpit. What are you doing in somebody's armpit? You be roll on. In fact, from today now we'll roll on Smith. Now you're supposed to call him because now armpit him belong. Please, 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 please. The rest of you, as all of you have had fun, I love you. They say Will is confused. This not love. It's not love be that. I know it's in love be and I know go mumu myself. In fact, all of you, good morning. See you later on in the day. We're going to talk about women and transport money and that auntie that they invited to hotel and thought it was something else. And Ruga, we could just come and talk all. So tomorrow now Ruga day. Just join me at this time in the evening. God bless you.